We're doing.
Let's go chin from chin down,
just chest down. Hi, everybody. Is this on?
Because I don't have to do my makeup that way.
Peter King. Peter King is great. He always asks about my wife. He's like, "Have you found a wife?"
We're working on it,
dude.
Progress has been made. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Happy Friday, everyone. We have a special guest.
How's it going?
I'll put your thing up on the bottom here.
I was expecting to see my favorite people here. There.
Oh, they come. Everyone, dude. These are all our favorite people.
I know. I do like everybody.
There's a few
certain people I recognize from all the different times right now.
There's a few I'm scared of. There's a few I just can't. There's this guy. I try to forget his name because I'm scared. Anthony Freeman in the house. Oh man, it is.
Namaste.
I love the connection. We were talking about connection, man. Maybe that is the meaning of this life. What is up, Ken? Good, dude. It's so crazy. They're all over the world.
I love that. I like the Europe people. I feel like they put in a little extra effort to be here, right?
I was telling my stepdad this morning, to succeed in life, you have to do so little now to win. Like I wrote a thing down today. I was like, it's so insane that our society is happy about people being on time. Like, dude, you came on time. It's like, that is the measure of, if you guys can show up on time, you fucking win life. That's all you have to do now.
Look at that. Somebody recognized Over the Rainbow.
Oh, let me put up. Check out Tynan.com. Show your site.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The one time.
Oh, son of a bitch. I got too excited. Oh. Thanks, dude. All right. We had a little tea failure. That was on me. Tynan using the rest of the verse. Just kidding. Emmett, good to see you. Cam LaChance, what a fucking name.
Look at that. We just did that.
We just did push-ups. Cam, do some push-ups, man. Throw in some push-ups for you. I was watching one of the videos I put out this week. Dude, you did the woo-wee?
It's good. I don't know how to pronounce it. Schwa? Schwa?
Try it.
Schwa Mel Schwa?
Yeah.
Is that right?
No, but that's how I like saying it too.
Good to see you, man.
I love that guy.
There's my first guy that I recognize from every time.
Schwa's here alive.
Schwa. I like that. That's a cool name.
Dude, he's in Jamaica or Bahamas.
Really?
I thought he was Asian for the longest time. And then one day I saw his face. I was like, you're a black Asian?
Wait, that's not an Asian name. It's like a French name, right?
I don't know what it is.
Oh, boy. Drop shipping already.
All right, man. We're getting to the good questions. All right, so who is Tynan? We'll introduce you to Tynan in just a second. AJ Saunders in the house. Yeah, it's all these people.
Ooh, look how many ends I got from that guy.
Dude, Tynan.
Make it snazzy.
Do you think we would like this person in real life?
That many ends? I
think so. High probability. We were talking about that today, in that when you meet people and you're like, just fucking like them. Just fucking like them.
Yeah.
All right, if you ask about drop shipping one more time, you get banned. I'm going to put up Tynan's URL. I'll put up your URL in a bit. Coming to you from New Zealand. Wow.
Dude, what time is it there? It's really early in the morning.
Whoever's asking about drop shipping, I'm banning all of your ass. You're annoying the shit out of me. What kind of tea are we drinking, Tynan?
See people asking the important questions.
All right, so this is from oldwaystea.com. His name is Phil, and they have a Wu Yi black tea. I gotta be honest with y'all. Oh my God, look, he's got multiple accounts.
What do we think about drugs? Probably the best thing ever.
I think everyone should drop ship.
If you aren't drop shipping literally right now, you're making a mistake.
Why do you want to drop things? I do lift ship. Nah, that's not that funny. Anyways, Wu Yi tea, so good. It got me. Normally, I'm a Lipton guy. Oh, let me get the Rolex. Greetings, Emma. Good to see you, Emma. We kind of got a little flirt going on.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Where's she at?
Right.
There she is. What up? Yeah, pretty cute.
Yeah, pretty cute.
Fatima. Fatima's here. All right, show can start.
What's up, Fatima? Good to see you.
Here, time to take over.
Dude, another drop shipping people.
Block that guy.
I'm blocking.
I'm gonna put the watch on.
Blocking him. Ooh, I get to do a takeover while he puts on his watch. All teas are really healthy. It doesn't really matter, but they're all good for you. I'd say drink whatever you want to drink. Okay, look, it's already about tea. You leave for 5 seconds. We're switching the topic. Let's see.
I got a sponsored hat I'm wearing today from a sunblock company, Vacation. It's sunblock. Oh, what is more healthy, green or black?
Doesn't matter. Both healthy.
How are y'all doing? Can you guys give us a quick update on how was your week? Tynan, would you like to give an update on how your week was?
My week was awesome. had a bunch of friends. We got to see 2 episodes of Bachelor in Paradise together. Had
Shoot.
Bachelor in Paradise parties. That was fun. Spent a lot of time building a new tea room in my house.
Do you want to show? Can you show the photo of that?
Yeah, sure.
Mine?
Yeah. Let's do it. Oh, shalom. Look at that.
Shabbat shalom, Saskia. Good to see you. Achoti. Good to see you. Naim Maod. Nice to meet you. Well, it's nice to meet you. All right, we'll tell you more about Tynan in a second. Dude, this guy wants a $10 million Noe. I should just send it to him, obviously, because he asked.
Yeah, send him a note.
All right, so this is Tynan's tea room.
There we go. So I built that big, well, it's like a dance
Yeah,
remix or
that's-
something.
Hold on, I gotta change next song. I gotta put a little next song on that. That's too much. Too much. All right.
There we go.
So who is? How was my week? Oh my God, dude! Stop asking about drop shipping.
Cool. What the-
I'll keep banning all of your accounts.
Yeah. All right, let's stop mentioning and just ban them.
Yeah,
so
you
they
just
don't-
banned. This is the watch. If you guys didn't see it on Instagram, I would highly recommend. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Instagram.com/Noah Kagan and Tynan. We're not going to do the whole story today, but I want to. All right, what do I think about drop shipping? It's the best, dude.
It's the best. You
This
have to do
guy
dropshipping.
who's posting about it and just keeps using all of his accounts. All right, the music's too much. It's that guy who's controlling the music too.
Yeah, exactly. It's amazing over the speakers. What about
What
dropshipping?
what is drop shipping? How would you describe drop shipping?
Dropshipping is like, it's like if you want to make money but don't want to provide any value at all, you do dropshipping.
And you buy someone's course who tells you
Right.
how they got rich doing it,
Exactly.
and you feel like you're doing a business, but you're not actually doing anything of substance.
Yeah.
How did Tynan and I meet? All right, so let's talk. I want to hear about your guys' week. So please post how your weeks are. I love knowing that. My week was awesome. It was a more emotional of a week, I would say, but a lot of really good. One of the phrases that I've been thinking about this week is business forward, and just forward.
Sounds
So
like
like,
a political campaign.
whoa,
Business forward.
dude. Let me tell you, people. Actually, this is my power move in meetings. So when I'm in a meeting at AppSumo, I'm like,
That is a powerful move.
let's talk about that. I really need to take a step back here, everyone. Everyone, let's talk about this. So week was good, more emotional, but a positive, satisfying week. Not even ending it, beginning the weekend with my good buddy Tynan here. So Tynan was famous. You had a lot of notoriety.
Big time
No, you were famous, and I
Big time
idolized him in a
famous.
healthy way. I was like, oh shit, he's in the game. He's done all these. His blogging was like, he was one of the earliest. I've been blogging since 2000, and Tynan was a very early blogger as well. And I read some of his writing. And you just have like you've had an interesting career. You have a really good. You have a lot of self-assurance, and I think I really admire being around that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really like. It's a good presence. It's a good vibe. We also have great. And like, I hang out with him. And I'm like, man, this guy's all he wants to do is drink tea and talk to me.
True.
Like, and then we talk, and I'm like, that's really nice. So, and then I think we got to know each other really well when I did the podcast 5 years ago. I flew to Vegas, hung out with you. And really since then is where I think we've gotten a lot closer.
Yeah, we met a couple times before that, but just, very briefly.
Yeah, I was trying to think of things I've learned from Tynan. So things I've learned from Tynan, date Asian women. So I've learned that. I drink tea. I don't drink alcohol now. You're like corrupting me,
Some
dude.
good things,
Yeah,
some
you're
good
like,
things,
you're
yeah.
a really negative influence in
Yeah.
my life. All right. So how was your guys' weeks? And then what were they asking? Tynan, first blog post. Your first blog. When was your first on Tynan.com? What was your first blog post?
2006. I think it's before that, but I deleted some of the first ones because they weren't hidden. It was because I was doing the polyphasic sleep thing, and so it was all like exhausted ramblings about not sleeping.
Oh, that's fucking hot. One thing I did this morning, this is actually pretty interesting. So every morning I wake up, first thing I do is write. So today I went back and read all my things for the week, and it was from the Morning Wave.
That's cool.
The morning pages. One of the things you do is I bolded just themes that were happening.
Mhm.
And it was interesting to notice how your emotions and where you're at during the week and like how you're progressing and just seeing where it was. So I think I'm going to do that for the next few Fridays. One of the things I noticed is I talked about breathing a lot. It's like,
You have been breathing this entire time.
I'm like really into breathing.
you've
It's
been
like
doing a lot of breathing.
2021. I think it's very underrated.
Yeah.
Love the new studio. We might need it. We'll do a studio tour at the end of this show. You haven't been to
I haven't
it.
seen it. Yeah.
To the taco studio. I need you guys help naming the studio. Lenny Styler. I haven't seen you in a while, man. Good to see you. All right. what is the difference? We'll do some questions. Now we're just going to, before we jump into this question, if you're brand new here, throw a 1 in the comments. And if you're a returner, you guys know what to do in the comments. All right. So we're going to ask your questions while you guys do that. What is the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire? I can't talk about Tynan's wealth. I am in the first category. What do you think the difference in mindset is? I don't know.
Haven't ever been a billionaire. Not sure.
I think they're probably, I mean, the two observations that I think all of us know is that I think they're willing to sacrifice a lot more than us.
That's
Like they're just willing to sacrifice more. And then I think their fixation on a single way of getting rich, I think that's the part actually most people miss out on wealth. Most people are like, I'm going to diversify. It's like most of the billionaires have one thing.
right.
Almost every billionaire, and I know billionaires now, I guess from Facebook and all these different companies, it's one thing.
Yeah.
So, but everyone who's starting out is like, I'm going to do 8 businesses. I was like, okay, yeah, let's see how that goes.
So you get 8 billion.
Yes. Oh, a lot of yeehaws in the comments. Julio, good to see you. Alberto, I haven't seen you.
I recognize his name.
Alberto is someone I would see at a club or at the golf course. Doesn't he look like it?
Yeah.
This is the guy I'm scared of. Jason Bourne, I just never want to insult you because I'm just like, he's going to come. He's going to come, show up at the door.
A lot of guns right outside that profile photo.
Jason's about freedom. Oh, Chelsea's here. Chelsea, good to see you. We haven't talked in a bit. I saw you last week. It's good to see you again. Cameron Boyle. Cameron actually does a lot of the editing for our videos.
Oh, that's cool.
Tiny. All right, let's go to questions. How to get ideas for startups. You want me to do it?
You go.
I think one of the new themes I'm thinking about is customer first. And the simplest way to think about that is just solve a problem for yourself first and then work backwards from people in your network, ideally 3 of them, that also have that problem. So for example, think about a problem maybe Tynan has with tea. Maybe it's a monthly tea club.
I'll tell you, I'm dying for one of those.
Right? Is it rain?
I don't know.
Oh, it's raining.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Dude, you know why I love rain? It fills my pool for free.
That's true.
That's my favorite time of rain.
I like it because I like doing indoors things like drinking tea. And when it's raining, I'm like, well, I have to be inside drinking tea. I can't be outside doing push-ups or whatever it is you do.
We do a lot of, okay, Tynan, who is your biggest inspiration in life besides me?
Israel Kamokovivola, I would say. I don't know. I don't think I have any.
Really?
I just think that the most inspiring thing is to like just do your own crazy thing no matter what. So I think I get a lot from other people, but it's not like there's one person like I want to have a life like this person. I think the whole fun part of life is that you don't have like a direct inspiration. You kind of do your own path.
It's an interesting balance though, don't you think? Because it's nice sometimes I didn't know it's possible till I saw someone else do it. And then it's also amazing to say like, hey, I'm kind of curious about this. I'm just going to go for it too. Like maybe both.
I think when other people do things, I lose a lot of interest in doing them. Because I just think, well, more fun to be the first one to do it.
Tynan, Tynan has an island. So one of the reasons that we've gotten closer is Tynan, if you haven't read his articles, Tynan.com, highly recommended, really inspirational. For living like the life you actually want to live individually. It doesn't mean Tynan's life. It's just like, what's the Noah life? What's his wife's life? What's like everybody's life? And I think that's the problem is I think a lot of the people are like, I got to live like this one person. It's like, no. And I think that's what you encourage.
That's the whole point. Yeah. Island I haven't been there in 2 years and I'm about to go probably next month or the month after for the first time. The very last day I was there, I re-waterproofed every window. We took every pane off, resealed it, it was super annoying, took a whole day. But then it didn't rain, so I don't know if it's waterproof. So I'm going to get back and either my cabin's going to be like bone dry or it's going to be a swamp. So nervous to see what that situation is going to be like.
When we tell people to go to Tynan.com or check you out more, like what's the like one sentence?
What's the pitch?
Not even a pitch. I don't think you have. I think you're not about a pitch.
I think what I do that a lot of people don't do is I make good, very independent decisions. Like I think I do things that other people don't do and I do them for good reason. Not like I'm going to live in a Tesla for 24 hours, but like, I think I do weird things because they align with values or things I want to do.
I think it's inspiring. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. So Sean Park, there was the OnlyFans thing where they banned porn and they unbanned porn. I think what's fascinating about that specifically is how negative press actually got them even more attention. And so it's almost interesting to think, how do you make that more, like, how do you actually do that intentionally? But I mean, they're known for that stuff. I think what's interesting is when you're building businesses, like what's the standard you're setting for your community? Like Facebook, it's like you upload a profile. Twitter, like you can have different types of personas. So I feel like they've encouraged this. So it was a little surprising for them to do it. All right, Kunal, you're getting a timeout.
Oh, there's an actual timeout.
Yeah,
I thought you
alright,
were just
dude.
blocking people. when
Dude,
you
there's
do it.
Jacob. This guy is like 15. This is the kind of son I hope I have.
Yeah.
What makes your two blogs different? I mean, I don't blog as much, number one, but my blog has always been more about business, marketing, books.
Yeah.
I think yours has been more lifestyle.
I think so. I think we have similar values and principles, but focused on different things, different topics.
Yeah. And I think that's why we also enjoy each other.
Right.
I like how Chinese advice and experiments are practical.
Thank you, Fatima. I like everything about you.
I know. My mom loves her too.
Fatima's the best.
I was checking her out on Instagram this week. I was like, no, stop.
That's my last one. Then I gotta run.
Oh, you gotta go.
I gotta go.
How's that?
That's it, because there's not enough water.
You're gonna leave. It's so enjoyable out here now.
I don't want to.
Have our priorities changed? Have your priorities changed over time?
Big time.
Wow, great question.
Big time. Great question. That's a good question.
Do you want to? How has that shifted for you?
So I would say, I think for a long time, especially because I dropped out of school, it was like focused on like earning wealth, making money, being able to like support myself, kind of stuff like that. And then I think I got to a certain level and my priorities really changed towards quality time with friends and family. I think that's all I care about now.
You really do, dude.
Yeah.
If I can make one suggestion for all y'all that Tiny and I do, we've done this now probably 3 years. Every single month we do a monthly life review.
Yeah, yeah. Wow,
And
it's been 3 years.
probably longer.
That's
maybe.
crazy. Yeah.
So every month at the end of the month, we'll email. There's a group of 4 of us, just whatever happened in the month, and I look at my photos and then I do this review. And honestly, I've really loved it.
I really like it too. Yeah.
So just something for y'all to think about is like even find 1 or 2 friends and kind of it's a nice reflection and progress of things that matter, where you want to go, what you like.
Do
But
you,
yeah,
ever look, do you ever look back at old ones?
all the time.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because like mine would be like, I just my ex. All right, I'm back with my ex. Okay, we broke up again. And yours really are like, hey, I'm spending time with my friends, and like I spend time with my family.
Yeah.
All right, Tynan, T question. Saskia Pantel, she's a Jewish sister of mine.
So I only drink tea in the morning because the caffeine affects me too much. I'd say for calm and good, for focus, I would say Phoenix Oolong or like a Japanese green tea. I'm not sure there's actually a difference, but those are the ones that I like correlate with focus. At night, I wouldn't drink tea, but maybe you can drink chamomile. It's not real tea, but it's an herb.
I do have
Wow.
sleepy time. I use it instead of dessert.
You should never. Okay.
Like I'm like, oh, I want another cookie because I'm really into cookies. And but I'm like, have the tea instead. And I'm like, my young Noah is like disappointed with the current Noah. Have we invested in? I'm gonna have Tynan answer that, but I've invested in crypto. I've talked about this live. I show you my portfolio. I do monthly buys, so every month automatically, pretty much almost every day, I buy about $500 worth. It's around 65% Ethereum, 35% Bitcoin every single month, and that's how I've been doing it for 6 years. And that's just my investing style. It's focus on what I can control, which is AppSumo, and everything else I just try to put on autopilot.
Big time into crypto. I'm all ETH now. No more Bitcoin. Yeah.
Really?
All right, I gotta go. Good to see everybody, especially the regulars.
All right, drop the tea bag. Just like he's out.
Boom.
I'm gonna miss you. It's really nice having you here.
Too. Thanks for having me. It was fun.
All right, man. Show's over.
15-minute show.
All right, guys. We got another 40 minutes. My mom's not calling in today because I heard feedback that my mom's audio was a little bad. But yeah, check out Tynan. By the way, if you guys want more questions on crypto, I can answer with my limited knowledge. But Tynan.com, he's one of my best friends. Really interesting guy. I love hanging out with him. Love talking with him. And again, Wu Yi Black Tea from oldwaystea.com. This is Phil out in Bay Area. Much love, much respect to him. It's awesome. How do you find your mission? Shit. Why don't you ask the questions like what's for dinner? The thing that I think that the way I've reflected on that is what's the patterns that I've just done in my life? And what things am I doing for free naturally? Like no one's making me do any of it. Like doing this, no one's making me doing it. I love doing it. Doing videos, doing blogs, doing promotions. And so being an evangelist, being a promoter has just kind of been my mission. And if you're not sure, I don't know, the chair's all fucked up. If you're not sure your mission is, maybe even ask one of your best friends, like someone that would really tell you straight. And I think that's a great way to find that out. How much sleep do you get? When you're in your 20s, it doesn't matter. As you get older, you definitely need to optimize a little bit more mindful. So I use the Oura Ring, or you can use a lot of different stuff, but just be more mindful of it. And it's been fascinating. So like I bought this thing recently. It's a polar heart rate monitor that stores the data in it, so you don't need your phone with you. And I use it so that if I work out, like I did boxing this morning, I can see how many calories I burned, and then it makes me mindful of what time to go to sleep. Because on Monday, I'll tell you, Monday I was being a little bitch, straight up, and it was because I was not rested. And then I went to sleep early Monday night. Tuesday came back strong. So I think I go about 8 hours of sleep is what I need right now. Rain, stop asking the same question so many times. Too many times. How do you find a co-founder? I don't know. Just Google it. I found the co-founder at AppSumo. He was a customer of my previous company. So just look at, dude, stop posting about it. All right. Not answering anymore. Krista, good to see you. Gabriel, my flying friend. What's your best advice shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset? I don't know, man. There's times where I am limited in my mindset. And then there's times you just I think maybe just practice it. Just think different things in your life. But I don't really consider that. Tynan, do you think about having a growth mindset?
I notice when other people don't have one. Right?
You can eat all the Thai food.
Okay.
In 3 boxes.
Okay. You don't want it?
Nick was supposed to take 1 box.
Oh, but he didn't?
He said that covers no one to eat it.
All right. I'm going to keep her out of the shot.
That's it.
Bye. Bye. That was Tynan and Tynan's friend. I don't know. How do you guys have a fixed versus growth mindset? I think some of these things, I would say even finding a wife or some of that stuff for me, it's I didn't know that's possible, which might sound stupid or sound weird to say out loud. But I think maybe write out what kind of crazy visions you can have and start practicing it. And also notice who does have that and who doesn't. And then maybe be around the people that have a little bit more of a growth mindset to inspire you. What skills should I develop or improve to increase my chance of success as an entrepreneur? I think the number one thing, if I could really get you to practice anything. Oh shit, he's back. He's out. Damn it. Sure you don't want to come on? Yeah, no. Bye-bye. Honestly, there's 2 things I would say really. Number one is persistence. I think most people give up way too easily. They're like, should I quit my startup? It's like, you haven't even done anything. Show up on time. Let's get started. So number one, hey, Coconut Pete, good to see you, homie. Pete, stop emailing me. You're emailing all this random shit. I keep deleting it. I can't respond to your shit. No, legit. I'm like, I don't know, dude. That's why I come to Office Hours. So number one, I say persistence. Number 2 is the power of asking. So practice the coffee challenge, practice asking for different things. And that's all business is. It's like, hey, do you want to give me money, Tynan? No. Oh, you do? No, it's too easy. But all business, no. Oh, I did need $1. Thank you, dude. See, I just asked. Look, it just came. I manifested it. So you got to practice your ask muscle. Do I get stressed out when you start something new? So there's a book called The Upside of Stress that I highly recommend. And yeah, I do get stressed out. I didn't think I did. I think there's things I thought I wasn't and didn't get anxious, didn't get stressed. But yeah, I do. And I actually think one thing I'm working on this week is just, if I'm feeling nervous, if I'm feeling stressed, if I'm feeling these different things, kind of go into it instead of away from it. So if I'm feeling stressed, it's what's actually stressing me out, and kind of facing it, I think is very powerful. I think the other thing that I'm trying to reflect on and be a part of is also just taking a breath. But that stress is good. That paranoia is good. That'll lead you to some better solutions and better ideas. So go into it instead of away from it. Do I want to give you the money? No. Earn it. Nothing given, everything earned. Life better with or without alcohol. So it's been a little over 3 months. My life's been better than it's ever been. I wonder who I am with it sometimes, but I'm like, why would I don't know. It's like, if something's going great, keep going. That's what I talk about in marketing. It's like, if you found a marketing activity that's working, keep doing it. So going back I want to go forward. Will I may drink in the future? Maybe. Dustin Peter, I love people that watch the videos. So that's awesome. We're on the same team. What are my thoughts on Dream 100? I talk about this. This is from Chet Holmes with Ultimate Sales Machine, one of the best books of all time in business. And by the way, in 20 minutes, I'll show you guys the Taco Studio, if you guys have a better name for it. But I think with marketing, people are like, oh, I need to do Facebook ads, or how do I do affiliate marketing? How do I do influencer marketing? How do I do content marketing? I'm like, who's the next 10 customers you want? Just tell me your next 10 customers. And they're like, well, I want this 10. I'm like, just go fucking get them. Don't try to go. Everyone does all the passive shit on the side. I'm like, just go direct. We made a video about, I made a video this week about how to use marketing to find a wife. And people are like, well, I'm going to do an app and I'm going to do this. I'm like, well, what does your wife look like? Who do you actually want? All right, just there's probably only like 10 of them in your area. Just go direct. I do. I look skinnier. I'm drinking more water these days. I always leave a water bottle out right there. Not right now. I have power cookies. But yeah, I've lost a lot of weight. I really like the way my body looks. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, is a co-founder essential? No. I think try it out. Like, I think people use all these excuses. I'm not technical. I need a co-founder. I have too many ideas. I don't have enough ideas. Just get started right now. Don't let these excuses stop you from starting. I started AppSumo without a co-founder because my previous co-founders, it's a longer dramatic story, but I was like, I fucking want to just do it my way. But I have realized over the 11 years specifically AppSumo, I need help. And I'm very lucky to have a lot of people around me. Can you get 10% off AppSumo? You guys tell me. I feel healthier and happier. I would still say, like, I think one of the things that's interesting about me with y'all as well is like, I'm still going through the same emotions of you. It's just different challenges. Like, a thing I realized I was afraid of, I talked to you guys about, the coffee challenge, or like, hey, go get a client today, go take this action right now, customer first. We all have fear. It's just different. It's just different things that we're all afraid of. If I had to find a technical co-founder, one, I would try to validate the business before I got a co-founder. So if you have an idea for an Uber or a food app or a marketplace, whatever it is, you can do every single business without anyone technical, period. And then from there, I would try to find anyone doing things I'm interested in or impressed with. So Garrett, who built some apps that I saw, I actually bought one. And I was like, dude, I love working with you. Do you want to work together in the future? She's like, sure. And so just look and start reaching out to people actively. But, oh, wow, it's really raining outside. I think the point that people do is they're like, I need a co-founder to start. You don't. Just start right now. Don't let that be your excuse. Validate the business, and then makes it easier to attract talent to come join you. Dude, I like this, Esteban. Good to see you post this. I'm going to leave it up here. Everyone read this. If someone in the community would love a weekend reminder to keep commitments, I've been doing it for free to meet people and make friends. Email me at oqrazinv@gmail.com. That is awesome. I was talking with Neville, one of my best friends, last night, and he is not aggressive in business. He's very passive, he's happy, which is great. There's nothing wrong with that. And everyone should do what they want. But I realized I was like, yo, if you want my advice and assistance, let's do it. So we met last night. And then this morning I voice memoed him and I said, Neville, if you want to take it seriously and you want me to hold you accountable, two things. One, you need to pay me. Otherwise, you're not going to take it seriously. And two, I need to check in every single Friday. And I do think there's something very powerful to have coaches, mentors, advisors, and people that'll hold you to your shit and really help you be better. A book on micromanagement? I think Mastering the Rockefeller Habits is probably one of my favorite books on leadership and management. Right now, I'm just consuming a lot of content on leadership, but you guys don't like hearing about it, so I'm probably not going to publish it as much. Why do I call AppSumo the Amazon of software? Because we're transitioning from a daily deals model to more of a marketplace. And so Amazon, if you look at the numbers, the amount of revenue that they actually make is a lot not from their core inventory. It's from the seller inventory on their marketplace, the FBA, fulfilled by Amazon. And so we're branding and transitioning AppSumo more into a marketplace. So that for our company, as well as for our customers, I want to get that alignment there. I know you guys like leadership content, but it's like recruiting content. There's certain content, hiring content, all these things that like people like, but no one watches on YouTube. So we have to be balanced. Like, I want to do videos I enjoy. Also, I want to expand the audience. It's both. And so we have to be cognizant of that. Noel, I thought the same thing this week, man, about not being enough. So how do you overcome the feeling of it? Well, my therapist actually said something interesting on Wednesday. He's like, why don't you, like, you're not enough for this person I like. And I felt self-conscious about that. And then he was like, well, can you just be okay not being enough? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, can you be okay that you're enough here and not enough here and just be okay with you? And I was like, really? I can do that? So just do that. And then I think one of the things that we all don't realize is that we all have talents and abilities and skills, whether we recognize it or not. And so sometimes helping another person or teaching it on YouTube will help you feel better about yourself with that. Oh, out of water. I'm gonna get water. Stay tuned. Anastasia? Oh yeah, she came over last night. How to overcome? Who else is in the house? Yeah, I mean, I think Fatima, this is the stuff that's tough though about not feeling enough, because it's just like, can we control our feelings? That's tough. You can control your actions probably a lot better. So what can you start doing to feel good about yourself without the dependency of others? So I think either A, thinking about that, or B, helping someone else out to feel better about yourself. Make it some tea. So by the way, I refill my Fiji waters in the sink. And the only problem that's weird is people come over, like, can I have some water? I'm like, why not? What advice would I give to a new entrepreneur? Start now, broadcast it, get the customer first. What's the growth story of AppSumo? Well, we spent 11 years building relationships and trust and trying to promote the best products out on the internet at great prices. So it is a slow, consistent journey to success. And even that, it's like, I still think the money lately is not motivating me whatsoever. It's the team, it's the customers, it's the partners, it's the opportunity. I don't know the best email finder in AppSumo right now. If you know one, let me know. I've used Hunter.io. I use Rocket Reach. That's definitely one of the ones I use actively. How to practice finding problems to solve. Dude, there's literally problems all day long. Like even today. So a problem I had this morning is I didn't eat breakfast before boxing, and I was kind of like tired of it. I didn't do boxing well. Then I wasn't able to get my cookies. Like it was annoying it wasn't annoying, actually, I liked it, but I got up at 8 a.m. to go get cookies, and it's like, oh, well, could someone give me those cookies instead? So it's really, we talked about fixed versus growth mindset. It's also just having the problem glasses on. And, it's not a good thing if every day all you're doing is looking for problems. But if you start being mindful of that, you'll just see problems everywhere. So everyone here, list a problem that you would want solved potentially as a business today. What is the best way to get invited on a podcast? So Fatima, I hate when people say this, it's the wrong question. I'm like, shut up, asshole. What I recommend is you have to work backwards to how to get them to ask you, right? So not to get an invite on. But you have to think, how do you make yourself so interesting or desirable that they're like, oh my God, please come on the show. So ways that I've approached it, which you may or may not like, is A, I've sponsored the shows because it builds a level of status and trust that's just above everyone else. The other thing is, how do you start helping them on their show and their things? So they're like, kind of have to help you out now. And I think that's the way I've approached it generally. And a lot of people I want to meet, I try to put on my show, like this guy. This is a new book I'm reading about organizational management, because I'm back at AppSumo CEO. So Laszlo blocked. So I sent him a cold email yesterday, and I'm going to send him another email and keep following up to help promote his book and sell his stuff. And then maybe one day, if he has something, it could benefit me. But I think a lot of these relationships, we want these actions like day one. What I would recommend you do is make a list of the 10 people's shows you want to be on, or the 10 customers or 10 partners or 10 collaborators. Make a list of the 10 and literally once a month, go do something for them. And if in a year you're not able to get at least one of them to build some relationship with you, you're doing it wrong. How would you say recruiting? I don't even know what this really is, Jacob. I think what's interesting is, what category of business are you working in? And there's easier categories to win. So we are working in some of the most competitive category possible, which is like internet marketing, online business. It's like a lot of people are competing there. And so I would be mindful of, how do you play in places that's easier for you to win? So guess what? Offline marketing, like events in person, you're one competing against not as like savvy people most of the time. And also, if everyone's doing online, maybe it's great to do offline. Have I tried 75 Hard? No, but I've done like P90X. And I think any of these things are great as a spark for change. Are they good for sustained change? No, because you're not going to do it for a long period of time. But hopefully it'll inspire a few elements that you can stick with. Dude, oh my God, you guys are posting problems. Lucas, cool name. Lucas Ryszewski. Is that Polish? This is awesome. Lucas, I literally did that with my garage this morning. I took a photo of my garage. I'm hiring a new house manager, and I sent it as part of the application. I'm like, here's my garage. Tell me how you'd fix it. All right, a lot of different problems. Not finding the last product in a supermarket, or what are new products in supermarkets I could buy. George Chu, good to see you, dude. What other problems did you guys have? So look, how to get the right clients. Guess what? If you can bring people clients, that's what AppSumo does. We bring people clients. Is it better to wait and find the right product than starting things out of FOMO? I think it's better to just get going. I think one of the things that I'm thinking about lately, just in my dating life and in my company life, is how am I being more intentional or am I being grasping? So intentional is I want to start a business. What are things I'm interested in? What are problems I want to solve? How do I be intentionally going after it? Grasping is like, oh, Noah's company's doing well, or that new crypto shit is doing well, and I'm like trying to grab, or I really like this girl, I'm like grab. But I think this is what I'm working on. It's like coming back into me. It's like, what do I actually fucking want? That's also why I love Tynan, because I think he's very clear on that. How do you motivate people to get the best out of them? I think, how do you motivate yourself? So what motivates you? What motivates all of you guys? What motivates most of us is a desire to do something that matters. That's it. We all want to feel like we're significant. And how do you give that to people is you set some type of expectation about what significance looks like. You let them decide, or let them decide it for themselves, and give them the autonomy and support to go accomplish it. It's probably a lot. Most people, what I've noticed at AppSumo specifically, they want to be acknowledged. They want to do work. They want to do excellent work with good people around them, and they just want to be acknowledged around it. When is the right time to hire your first employee? As soon as you can. I think you shouldn't try to hope that a marketer can save your crappy business. But I think on the other side of that, if you have profits and you could offload or delegate lower value activities or things you don't enjoy to someone else, like do it. It's a great experience. I've hired lots of people in my life. And if they enjoy it, fucking yay, awesome. I'm giving the things they enjoy so I can do the things that I enjoy. Mazel tov. Dude, Yash, I love high schoolers. I haven't done nonprofits. I do profits. So what resources do I use to find problems to solve as a startup? This is like a common question that I think when people are saying this, I'm always like, there's literally unlimited money and problems out there that exist. The problem is, are you willing to do the hard work? So that is why I encourage people to do the coffee challenge or try to get $1 even. My suggestion for you today is like, one, you could also, the easiest business to start is just go sell your stuff that you have at home. Sell your books, sell your glasses, go on whatever marketplace across the world and sell it. The next thing you can do, especially if you're nervous, you don't have friends, especially as a high schooler, go to your parents or go to your parents' friends or go to your friends and do it for free. Build websites, do their TikTok, do their YouTube, do their coding, whatever, and just start building up that confidence, that expertise, and also potential clients and referrals. It's interesting about my time because now I have there's a head of staff at AppSumo, and I'm also just like really aggressive. I'm even more aggressive these days with my time than ever before because it doesn't come back. This is literally the most valuable thing I have, which is my time. And you guys have the same exact thing. And so I think all of us get. So just something to be kind of mindful of in your day. It doesn't mean you can't fuck around. Doesn't mean you can't procrastinate. I'm making tea over here. But I think, and it doesn't mean like, look, people are like, I got to hire people, I got to delegate. But sometimes if you enjoy that crap work and you enjoy it, fucking go into it. I think it's just being intentional. Like, how do you want your week to look? How do you want your day to look? How do you want to spend your time? And then being very clear about that. What project, dude, how many, let me tell you how many I have, Estan. I did betarcade.com for 6 months, which was a betting website. I didn't bet. I didn't follow sports. I was really hoping it failed. Then it failed. I was happy. That costed a lot of money. We did development on the software for Disney, aka Playdom. Spent 3 months on that. We went to them. They didn't want it after we built it for them. We did Hall Drop at AppSumo. We've done Meet Fam at AppSumo. My life and people's life that didn't do shit. I learned something. Honestly, I shouldn't have fucking wasted the time and the money. But look, I'm trying to teach you all these things so you guys can skip it. Neil, it's good to see you, dude. I am enjoying from oldwaystea.com. This is a Wu Yi Black. This guy's so good. I'm going to show you guys. This guy is so good. I'll tell you about Gambit. Here's why I like this guy. He's an individual entrepreneur, solopreneur out in Yay area where I'm from. Now, let me just show you how you can tell someone gives a fuck about their business. It's so easy to win these days because no one's doing shit. Everyone's just so like, I showed up on time. Like, shut the fuck up. Showing on time is the base. But let me show you how you can tell this guy gives a crap about his business. Like, he packages, look at the tea. Packages it, 2-day shipping. I did throw it away, but he had, I threw it away. He put in extra ones, extra teas, and he wrote a handwritten postcard with another card in it. And it's just like, man, this guy goes the extra 1%. And guess what? That's why he's going to be in the 1%. I love him. I want to see him be so successful. I want all of you guys to be like Old Ways Tea. Just put in a little bit more. show up on time, put in the work, give a fuck. Sorry, Mom. My mom's at the gym now. I know there's always stuff to learn from experiences, but it also sucks to waste time and money. And so that's why I try to share with you a lot of these lessons, y'all, because I've gone through it. I'm not a curmudgeon, but I'm sure like some of this shit, it's like you guys can avoid it. And that's why I always encourage you to not waste time, not waste money, and really get the customers. Honestly, it makes you feel good. When you get that first dollar in any of your businesses, it's like the sweetest. It's like when you meet someone new and you're dating and you're like, are they going to text me? Do I like them? And then they say they like you. Like, oh my God, that's so cool. Dude, it's so easy to win. If you literally are like, hey, I have no business, just go work for free for your friends or your parents' friends or anybody you know, and just start doing it. And guess what? Then you'll build up confidence. You'll build up expertise. You'll build up referrals. Oh, wrist check. This is 1982. It's the year I was born. Oh shit! Did I just scratch it? I think I just scratched it. It's a watch. It's supposed to be, but I waited 5 years for this, and it was to reward. I like commemorating. I think what I've noticed in my life is I'm very destination focused, which is like, how do we get this money? How do I get this thing? How do I get this girl? How do I get this stuff? And I think there's something I'm in the past few years trying to just take a step back and breathe and enjoy like the part in between this hard work. It's a 1016 1982 Explorer. It's the year I was born. Dude, some of you fucking guys that publish the same annoying spam shit, go follow like all these other YouTubers. The audience here is fucking great. Yeah, I earned it. I went 5 years and now I'm putting in the work on AppSumo as a CEO and I'm proud of myself. You guys should be proud of yourselves too. And to be proud of yourself, guess what? It's fucking hard. You have to do something hard to be proud. Generally, the shit that's easy is not very satisfying. It could be fun and feel good, but it's not really fulfilling. So I want to actually touch on this. What's up, Roberto? Dio Canessa. I wish, is this Italian? Because that sounds a cool fucking last name. So here's the way that I've actually thought about it. And it's a little bit different than you've probably been trained. If you find something in marketing that works, and what I mean by that is that if you can put in $10 and get out $30, how much, let me ask you guys, how much do you budget and invest in that marketing? Oh, Romanian. Romania has the best looking people. I don't know what the water's over there, but send some my way. Ooh, wee. Just like this tea. Ooh, wee. So anyways, I'm not even gonna ask you. So the budget is unlimited. So at AppSumo or in all of the companies I've ever been a part of, if there's a marketing channel that works and you find it, whether it's content, whether it's ads, whether it's YouTube, whether it's partnerships, unlimited, millions of dollars. Are you going to the island with Tynan? No. So Tynan bought an island. It's like a long ass flight. And right now I'm really focused on being here in Austin. I like my house. I'm focused on AppSumo and I'm minimizing those distractions. I don't know what EOS structure is. We were doing scaling up, which was a little bit too corporate-y for us. So I think we're figuring out our own mix of running scale and structure. But I think what's fascinating about what's happening at AppSumo from my perspective as the new CEO is I really only focus on 3 things. That's it, right? Where we're going this year and in 3 years, what's those numbers that matter there? What's the vision and where we're going there? 2, what is the culture and behavior in the company that is what we want to be? What's our culture? So what that means is what's the boundaries and how do we like to play the game? And there's ways we like to play in our company. Test and invest. AppSumo looks out for your interest. AppSumo team first. And then number 3 is who are the players on the field and what position should they be playing in? And that at the end of the day is really a lot of where I spend my time. I'll do a house tour in 10 minutes. Dude, your sister was born in 82. She's a good year. I like her. Do I feel unmotivated? Yeah, we all feel unmotivated. Like everyone's human. AJ Saunders, my wife is born in Romania. That's funny. I'm trying to think of times. I think what's interesting, at least right now in this period of my life, is try to notice what the universe is telling you. Like if you're unmotivated, is it really that you don't like this work or is there something else you really want to be doing? And maybe just like sit with that for a little bit. Will we hire someone in London? Hell yeah. I think the best people all over the world. So why would we only hire in Austin? That makes no sense. Any reward buys this weekend? Actually, yeah. Let me see what I put it in the video on self-discipline. So a lot of times, oh, cool. I can use I think you guys know I use dollars for my bookmarkers, not to show off, but I want my dollar back. So that's why I put it there. This is my weekend list. Is there anything private in there? No. That's my weekend list of rewards. Today, this weekend, I decided I can buy tea. this Fizzy tee, party shirt, new biking bib, a Terry Sun shirt. I need to fix my Google thing, and then buy 4-pound weights for boxing. Those are the rewards for a good week. And I've finished all my checklist for this week, man. It was a grind of a week, but it's good to see you guys. You guys cheer me up, and I hope you guys had a great week too. How many days am I taking off of Weir? How do you structure your year for productivity to get enough rest in? I'm at a point where I've had a lot of rest and I have a lot of energy. So I'm really, really diving deep on AppSumo, my book, and YouTube. So right now I'm not even really thinking about days off. I think what's interesting though is how do you build in recharge time through your week? And so I've showed you guys my calendar. I don't want to bring it up now because I don't show my private stuff, but I have a color that's pink, which is recharge. And so in your week, how much recharge time are you actually giving yourself? And I think that's kind of the thing that as I've gotten older, I'm more mindful of, and it's made me more effective. That's why I remember when I saw old people at Facebook, I was always like, man, these old people come at 9, they leave at 5. They're so lazy, but they're actually just way more productive. What is my system for making decisions? It really depends on the decision. There's stuff that's been becoming more popular these days about two-way decisions versus one-way decision, meaning is it reversible or not? What I've realized about almost every decision is that any decision is better than inaction. Almost like everyone. I love you guys too. So in terms of decision making, I think what's interesting is just write out whatever you're trying to make decisions on and just journal about it. And then what's interesting is as you make that decision, you can reflect and be like, oh, here's why I made the decision. Maybe I want to change that for the next time. I think the other thing is that when I make decisions, like for example, I had to make a hard decision on Wednesday. And so I called someone who I knew wouldn't be nice to me. They would love me, but they would tell it to me straight. And that was really helpful. And so sometimes it's okay. You might need help and some you need to make yourself. I think a lot of the times what I've noticed recently is we know the decisions. Let me be clear. Lately, what I've noticed is what's the hardest decision that I'm avoiding, and that's the decision I need to make. That's been my mentality lately. Like, what's the hardest thing I'm avoiding? That's the thing I need to make a decision on and move forward. Best books to read if you're looking to start a SaaS. It's called Nothing. It's called SaaS is software as a service. So take the service part and go do a service for someone, get the monies and do it a few more times and then build a service around and then build software around that, not the other way around. Dude, this is fucking truth. We think this is like, it's an Amazon thing, which is default to bias to action. I would say that the AppSumo motto is default to doing. Default to doing. Because like, look, if you sit up, like I had, this is going to sound stupid, but one of the rooms here was a bedroom. And I was like, should I make it an office or not make it a bedroom? And I literally for about 2 weeks was like, so stupid, right? But it happens like just like any of you guys. We all have these different things that we're thinking about. And eventually it was like, just make it an office. And I could always go back. And then I made an office and I was like, dude, that's so sweet. I love it as an office. Like and then I think about, one of the things we at AppSumo that I'd say has made a big difference. And especially like even this room is like, what's the goal? So one of the phrases that I've been using a lot is take a step back. What am I trying to actually solve for? So with decisions, it's like, well, what am I really solving? And then, okay, what's the best answer to solve that thing? Versus I think there's a lot of ways we confuse ourselves. How do I stay accountable to myself? Sounds like you know the answer to that, man. Sounds like you know. You don't need me telling you that. I think accountable to yourself, and this is what a lot of success is what are you doing when no one's watching? What is a skill that I'd like to learn? Number one is how to be a better CEO. And then I'm learning about relationships with the female. Oh, caveman, like women. What is your system for making decisions? Didn't we just talk about this? I don't have a set decision process, I would say. I think it's interesting. Just maybe one thing that you can do in terms about how to learn how to make decisions is just notice, like do this. Today, I don't have my phone on me, but on your phone or on your iPad, whatever, notice every decision you make and write how you made that decision. And just do it as a day thing. We make decisions all day long. So when people are like, I'm indecisive, I'm like, you're not. This is just a harder decision. Someone said this about being CEO, and I thought it was really powerful. They're like, the CEO answers all the unknown questions. How do you deal with people doubting you? Use it to your fucking advantage. Fuck those people. That's what AppSumo is all about, giving people that chance and let people prove themselves. That's what I'm all about because I feel like I was doubted, and I love it. Let that fucking fire you up. How long was I CEO of AppSumo? I never called myself, this is like a therapy, longer discussion, but I would never call myself CEO. the whole time. I always called myself Chief Sumo. And so I think I was CEO for the first 6 years of the company. And then I'm going to be CEO. I'm interim CEO, but I'm CEO. Fucking CEO. I'm going to do it for at least 12 months. And then from there, make a decision with the company, what's best for the business. You know, I think I had a lot of self-consciousness about this. Like, why does Tynan like me? Why does Neville like me? But I think what a lot of that is like, why do I like or not like myself? And I know my mom might watch this. She's like, no, you love yourself. You're the best. But it's also how we feel about ourselves. And there's days I think we feel really great about ourselves, and there's days we don't. I think lately I've just been appreciating the different things about myself, and I think that's why they like me too. Was Mark's thing about CEO bitch on his card? Yes. I think I threw away the cards. Fuck Mark. But yes, he had I'm CEO bitch on his cards. Can you guys answer this question for me? You have a cool username, and in the last 5 minutes, we'll go over to the taco studio. How do you guys all meet new people? So it's Chelsea. This is a great answer. Look, you guys have better answers than me. I just share my experiences. So she looks at the options, pick the thing with the highest probability of success in my desired time frame, level of success I want. That sounds complicated. I think another way that you inspired me, Chelsea, right there, is that with a lot of the decisions, I'm like, what will give me the coolest story? Or lately, I've been making decisions pretty much strictly on what's the hard thing I'm avoiding. And that's the thing I'm going to choose. So here's ways to meet new people. Dating app? Hell yeah. Referrals of friends, dinners and ask people to bring friends, bar in real life. I thought I saw Pete. Pete, good to see you, man. It's been a while. I don't like CEO. It's like, I don't want to be people's chief. I want to be their leader. Chief just feels like you're above them, like you're the chief and they're the Indian. I don't know about finding mentors. I think find people in specific areas and find people that'll take an interest in you and figure out how you're going to help them. Like, what do they get out of you? And make it a little bit more of a two-way street. Sup, Aryan? Sup, my dog? Good to see you, man. So in terms of the keyword in YouTube, this is the kind of question for people that are reading other YouTubers, like the keywords and the tags matter. Literally at the end of the day, the topic, title, thumbnail are like almost the most important thing you can choose, and then make the best quality video around that possible. I think people search in YouTube is not the answer. A lot of it's discovery and browse. This is honestly, look, fuck yeah, man. I love that Pete's honest about it. What's going to make me the most amount of money? Great way to think about it. Also, what's going to make my life easier? Or what's going to save me time? Think about what's the criteria you're using to make that decision. And whatever it is for you is awesome. What e-com companies have caught my interest and why? I really still like Magic Spoon. I think the fact that people are buying $10 a box of cereal is really interesting. I've been really interested in like shirt companies. I've been super, Krista, share your business idea. I'll post it. I've been really interested in shirts because I like doing the YouTube videos with different shirts. So I'm interested in that. I've been finding marketplace companies because that's what we're doing at AppSumo. So StockX, HipCamp, Airbnb, from an organizational perspective, also from a business perspective. There's a lot out there. I'm really excited about non-Amazon companies that are doing well. How do you be a gangster? First step, put on Tupac. Let's do that. I like almost made the first mistake of how to be a gangster. Dude, is there not Tupac? Tupac is the greatest of all time. If you don't like Tupac, don't ever watch my stuff. Yo, fuck yo, bitch, you fat motherfucker. This is our first step. He speaks the most truth of any artist. I wish everyone could be like Tupac. I want to be like Tupac of business. Oh, fuck the click in the click. You claim West Side when we ride. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. Yeah, so Cameron, great tip. This is something that we focus on every single week and every single video we make, which is CTR, which is your topic, title, and thumbnail, and then how much people are watching your videos. And if you can each week keep getting better on those, Tupac is the GOAT. There is no one greater. Name one person who cared. He had his conviction. Like, you want to have success in life? Conviction. I did think about getting Taco Life right there. I think I might do it. Dude, Asta, why don't I say lives? It's not my fucking job here. Banned. I don't save lives. Go be a doctor. I saw a dead person last week and I was scared shitless. So that's why I'm not saving lives. I'm helping people save their own lives and create their dream lives through this, through AppSumo and the things I do. So in terms of learning a skill, all of them are good. When people are saying, I'm confused which one to learn first, it's just because you're scared of any of them. Just pick the first one on the list, go for that. It's the same as all these business ideas. I miss Tupac too. It almost makes me a little sad how much I miss him. I don't know about finding people to manage operations. What I've been doing within our company is find other companies I admire and figure out how to pay the person who runs that to teach us. Noah for president. I actually thought for many years I would be president or run for presidency. So you never would have a photo of me with alcohol or weed or any of this stuff. And so I was in politics. I was in student government at Berkeley. And I was like, yo, this government people suck. All of them suck. They just care about themselves. They care about talking, kind of like YouTubers. But they actually just don't do shit. So I would never want to be president. How do you avoid being affected by gun violence in America? Have guns. I don't know. It's just that guns scare the shit out of me, but I do have 3 of them. Maybe 4 now? 4. And also, like, I've gotten a little bit more higher profile, so I'm more scared. Like, people have texted me, like, I know where you live, and some people post my address and this shit. It's scary. But is having guns to solve the gun problem? Probably not. Go Canadian style. It's also how we were started this country. So it's tough. I think just be nice to each other is a good way to not get shot. I think Yuvraj, I disagree. I feel like I'm pretty consistent between the videos and the live. Like, what do you think I'm different in? Have I talked to publishers in my book? Yeah, I have a book deal. So I signed with a large publisher. I think this is the same question about, like, why would people go to Harvard or MIT or Caltech? It's like, well, people still admire the fuck out of those places. Who is my dream guest for the podcast? Jeff Bezos. But honestly, if I had to really be intentional about it, it may not be Jeff. Maybe Donald Miller again. Because I think who we think our idols are may not actually be our idols. All right. Check out this. All right. We're going to the studio. I'm going to get a sign out here for the studio. If you guys want to message me or follow and all that stuff, obviously on YouTube, number 1. I'll put it up here on Instagram. I don't know. Jeff Bezos is the man. I love Jeff Bezos. It's really interesting how he's chosen to live his life. But I think the people we idolize may not be the people that would be best for us to chat with. If you guys can help me name the studio, leave a comment below. I'd love to see what you guys want to name it. But this is the studio. I haven't set up the Google thing. I'm doing it this weekend. But Jay Stevens, who works at AppSumo, he was the maestro that set all this up. So the idea is, like, how do you do it with as little buttons as possible? So that's one button. Wait for it. All right, we're in the studio. So this is where you guys are now seeing, there's the camera. And then that's a monitor so you can see how you look. And then that's the microphone, but it's got some weird gain. And then light on my face. There's the echo sound walls. A lot of curtains in here. The table. I don't like the chairs and table. They look kind of cheap because they are. Yeah, that's the where the magic happens. Obviously, you guys know. Hopefully, if you're in the right spot, you guys know I eat a shit ton of tacos. But yeah, there's a weird echo that happens. I think across here, the gain on the microphone. So the last 2 videos have been a little weird. There's some of the books. You guys, for some reason, people love seeing books. The problem is no one reads the books. And then not even that, no one does shit with the book. They're just like, what books are you reading? So a lot of the books I bought are content I'm reading for my book. So I'm trying to find the best of all the different books in the specific category. So, like, everyone fucking loves David Goggins. I don't get it. I get it, but don't get it. Never Eat Alone, one of the best books on networking relationships, Mastering Fear, How to Decide, Annie Duke. Cal Newport, I love his stuff. Reboot, I'm looking to read that. Big Leap, really love this book about taking big leaps in life. A lot of people like Big Magic, so I'm looking forward to reading that one. Self-Portrait of a Hero, I heard good things about this from Tal Roz. Replay by Ken Grimwood, you can't even get it digitally. It's phenomenal. One of my favorite fiction books of all time. Crush It, Gary Vee. So basically what we're doing, and this is something you guys can do in all your businesses, is look at what's the best in that category and study it and take away those nuggets so that you can use for your own business. This is what we do at AppSumo. That's what we do in our book. It's like, why not make it easier for yourself by seeing what the best is, taking the nuggets, and improving on that? I think people idolize David way too. I think people idolize everyone way too much. And it's like, I think it's inspiring, but people do. It's like P90X or 75 Hard. David's this, and I go kill myself. And then it's like, but I'm still me. You're still you. And I think it's great that everyone loves it, but I don't think it's actually helpful. I think it's nice, and it's like a cookie, but it's not a meal. Do I have tip? I gotta go, actually, guys. I got about 5 minutes. I gotta go. This question, I think the biggest thing is commit to the law of 100, do 100 of them, and figure out the content that you're excited to be doing every single week. 2 videos a week, 1 video a week, but commit to it and figure a way to make it exciting for yourself. I wouldn't even get too distracted. Hey, good to see you, Best Barbecue Show. I wouldn't get too distracted with all the metrics. Just get in the habit of enjoying it and creating it on a consistent basis. Do I like Tim Ferriss? Yes. Tim's a friend. Favorite book on relationships? I think the ones I've really liked is, I think Lori Gottlieb's books are really good. I really like her books. Mark Manson's book called Models on Dating was phenomenal. I did enjoy it. It was a harder book, but it is, if you want to get in a relationship, it's called Calling in the One. I think Lori's book is Marry Him, The Case for Selling for Mr. Good Enough. I thought it had a lot of really good messages. I also liked her other book. Maybe You Should Talk to Someone. Both of her books are phenomenal. All right, guys, it is 1 o'clock. I do need to rest for 15 minutes. I got another meeting in 15. Oh, yeah. What names do you guys think I should call the studio? Neon Taco Studio. I got Tupac on the background. Modern Love by Aziz. I listened to it. It was just like, oh my God, people are dating. That's crazy. Whoa. I'm like, yeah, thanks for everything called the obvious. I think with all this work and relationships and all this stuff, it is all obvious for the most part. There are strategies and techniques and things we can all do to make them better. But for a lot of it, it's obvious. It's just the hard work or the hard things that we don't really want to face. And that's where a lot of the really interesting stuff has been for me lately. Daniel, you're helping me too, man. You guys showing up makes me feel good too. And you guys taking action for yourself. Oh my God. The Tupac studio. I was thinking Taco Studio. The K-Gang Studio. Taco Tia. You guys have some Sumo Cave. Kagan State. Have I read Traction by Gabriel One? Yeah, that one's a good one. Growth Hacker by Ryan Holiday is pretty good. I don't think they're crazy, but I think they're strong books. Whoo-wee! All right, guys. I'll be here every single Friday. You guys come with me. Gabriel Lund, good to see you. Kevin, good to see you. Moral, good to see you. George Chu. Can everyone throw an emoji in the chat? Bradley, good to see you. I'm going to throw you. This is my favorite emoji, Tashaka. Very favorite emoji. I got 3 minutes. And tell me some shit you're doing for this weekend that you're excited about. Breathing. Told you guys in the beginning I've been breathing a lot. I'm into breathing. I think that oh, you guys are throwing the emojis in. I'm going to put some. Lucas, good to see you. I haven't seen you here a lot. Maxime. Elbow cough. Chelsea, you have a great weekend too. CyberX Gaming. You sound like a cool person. Moral, of course you're throwing tacos. Krista, keep it simple. Thank you. Krista, post your idea. I didn't get a chance to post it. Bye. Fatima, did you post watermelon? I like your style. Spa day on Sunday. Yes. You guys have a great weekend. Taco Dick. Taco stew. Not bad. Dude, first time. Hell yeah, man. I don't have fins. I just have homies. No one's above or below. Hey, ex-wife. I owe you alimony. Don't come find me. New wife. Otherwise, you're all part of the fam. What else are you guys doing this weekend? Oh, any decision is better than inaction, man. 100%. Default to doing. Gonna go eat. Marika Pop is gonna go on a hike. Ooh, wait. Getting on Taco. Cameron. Tel Aviv Beach. Is that Yarkon? How to fucking say it? I haven't been in a little bit. Building a new filming kit. Hell yeah, man. Taco Studio, Church Network app. What up? Dude, I like all the religions. None of the religions. Y'all welcomed here. A blindfolded aerial routine and read a rough draft. Johnny Lamb, I'll see you tomorrow, my man. Get here is easy. Gun show. Kevin looks like the guy that have guns that you're not expecting. He's like, pop, pop. I'm like, be nice to Kevin. Kevin, good to see you, dude. Gonna see if you can finish it. Don't finish it. Don't see if you can finish it. Finish it. Delete the gonna see, finish that shit, and get customers. You don't need to run ads. Everyone's like, I need to do that. Just get the customers first. Dude, hell yeah. Tell me board games. I tried to buy some board games, but we ended up playing card games last night. Anastasia, who's one of in the audience, came over. That was a trip. Chelsea is a boss. Bang, bang. All right, y'all. I love you. See you out there. Happy Friday. Bye. I love you guys. Here's my plan.